everyone, Coach Marisa here to explain the WOD for tomorrow, for Friday's WOD. So we're going to go through the warm-up. I'll explain it and then show you the movements. It's 3 rounds, not for time. You're going to take your time with this. This is so that you can stretch out and get warmed up prior to our WOD. David here, our student, is going to show you some of these movements. So we're going to go with 8 arm pull-throughs. All you're doing is you're pulling your arm through from side to side for 8 times, getting your shoulders stretched, which are probably very sore from all the push-ups you just did, or you did yesterday, sorry. So, next is 8 standing knees to chest alternating, and all you're doing is coming here, holding your knee as high as you can, hold it for a second, and switch for 8. The next one is 8 inchworms without a push-up. So you're going all the way down and then walking yourself all the way back up for 8. The last one is going to be 8 Samson stretches each side. So go through, come back. Very good, student, just like that. 8 each side, 3 rounds. 8 all the way down. When you're done with that, we're ready to start our WOD. So our WOD today is 4 time. It's not an AMRAP. You go all the way through, and the 3 movements are alternating front step lunge. That's without a weight. Alternating plank rows, which we'll show you, and then Russian twist. So one of the things that you can do, and depending on your color, from orange, and David will show David will send the email with the different numbers, or your coach will guide you. But it did say to get creative. So we're wanting the alternating lunge to be weighted if possible. As you can see, Creative David has a water bottle in front of him, and he's focusing on form with his back straight, knee touching the floor, alternating for 80. You can use that. You can use a kettlebell if you have it. Hold the bell at your chest, or dumbbell, whatever you got, backpack, sandbag, dog, child, entertain them, does not matter. A full 80, make sure it's alternating front step lunge. Then you go to the alternating plank rows. What you're gonna wanna see with this, depending on your color, is it's an arm row. So you'll see David with his knees bent. And I just want to make sure you can see exactly what he's doing. Let me come back here and focus on it. So David is holding, and that's alternating plank rows. Now to make it more difficult for blue and above, they want you to actually get into the plank position and row. Now you don't have to alternate each time. You're trying to accumulate 80, so if you go 5 and 5, 10 and 10, whatever you can do, but you're trying to get to that 80 or 100 mark depending on your color. So those are alternating plank rows. The last one on there is Russian twist. There's variations of Russian twist. You can keep your legs on the floor for the orange and below. So heels on the floor, Coach David, heels on the floor. And you're Russian twisting with that weight to accumulate 160 for orange and blue. For purple and brown, it'll be 200. He's got a water bottle. Now to make it more difficult and challenging, you can see Coach David picks up his legs and twists side to side. Thank you, Coach David, you're amazing. Okay, so to go back to the workout one more time, it's 3 exercises, alternating front step lunge, alternating plank rows, Russian twist. The amounts will vary, or your numbers will vary depending on your color, and there's 2 ways to do this. It can be a chipper, where you're doing 1 complete movement for 80, another complete movement for your numbers 80, and another complete movement for 160, chipping down the exercises, or you can break it down into rounds. For more of a muscular burn, you want to do a chipper, where you're doing 1 completely before you go on to the other. If you want to break those numbers into 4 or 5 rounds, whatever you can do, whatever will get you through the workout faster or better, or whatever feels better for you, that's completely up to you.